Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Craft the World. And on this episode, we are going to continue where we left off. And as you can see, they are putting down these forges right here. That way, we can actually make some of the stuff that we were trying to make on the last episode. And it was kind of like the chicken or the egg, where you had to do one thing to do the next thing to do the next thing, and actually nothing like the chicken and egg. But yeah, it was one of those domino effects where you couldn't do one thing simply because you didn't have the earlier stuff done, and it was kind of frustrating to do that. We're going to make 7 of these because we have 7 people. We have the resources for it, and it's going to come in handy for us, and we do need to level this up. So we got those going for us. I think I actually want to do some axes. It's kind of expensive, but we need to level it up anyways, and I could use the extra chopping power. So let's do that. Actually doesn't use too much iron ore, so I'm thankful on that one. So we're going to make 7 of these as well. And then we just need a little bit something else to get us past that. So let's look at what we actually need to level this up. Okay, so we can make another forge if we wanted to. We could do more iron axes and pickaxes, which may be a thing. Smithing apron we might want to try out, or the climbing shoes. I almost just want to go ahead and make more iron pickaxes and stuff, because it's going to be a while before we get to the next level of mining tools. Like, it's going to be up here with steel. So yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and do that, because with the next probably 2 or even 3 dwarves that we get, they're still going to be using this stuff unless I manage to find some better somewhere else in the game. So let's go ahead and keep making this. We have 7 guys, so we'll go ahead and go to 10 on the pickaxes, and let's see, what about 10 here? We got 7 building, so we'll do 8, 9, and 10. That looks like it actually might level us up, but let's do one more just to be safe, and that's definitely going to level us up. And we're probably going to use more pickaxes than we do axes, but it's pretty close in this one. So let's see, who's under attack? Where are you? Wow, you're way up here. How did he get up here? Did these guys zap somehow? Can they go through my portals? I don't think they can. He must have spawned up here. That's kind of different. Oh, you know what it is? It's the wave. They stop up here and then they parachute down. But the wave's not supposed to be here until another 9 minutes. Let's see, is he gonna parachute? Strengthen your arms. You got 800 experience points. Got some nails and some mixed green salads. There he is. And he opens it up at the last minute. So that's kind of clever. I like that. Not really, because I don't like the guy. They are tough to kill. And I'm not really ready to go to war with those guys yet. Oh, who died? Oh my god, literally you died in one hit. You weren't up here long enough without me watching for you not to have died in less than one hit. And, oh, you know who that was? That was the brand new guy I just got. Literally, I didn't even get to see what his name was. He spawned and died. That's how strong these guys are. That even a weakling, brand new guy, fresh off the portal, can't survive one hit. And I could... Oh, my God. Somebody else died, too? Oh, guys. This is unbearable. I don't want to lock you down, because once I lock you down, you won't do anything down there. But I don't want you guys to keep coming up here and dying. No, that was the same guy. Yeah, because I still have 6 people. I wonder why it sent me the message twice. I mean, he was dead already when I looked up there. There is a downside that my guys might be trying to go up there in a few minutes, and this guy definitely is right here. You can see the silver on his back and the... Oh, but thankfully he's going to bed first. That saves me a little bit of time. Hopefully enough time for these guys to get finished. Oh, crap. Who's getting attacked? Okay. You can handle that. Maybe. He might not actually be able to handle that. Oh, what a sad, sad day that you can't handle that, man. Let's see, where are you? I should put some more lights down here, too. So let's put one right there. That should be good. We'll put one up here just in case, because it is a little dark right there. Let's come up here. So we got the tools here. The problem with that is somehow we're going to have to turn them in, and that's going to be the really dangerous part. This guy up here, if only he could be a bowman, he could sit here an archer, he could sit here and just shoot these guys. And I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to make all of my guys range guys in this level until the very end, where then I need melee guys to take the brunt of the force, because they just cannot take these hits. They just can't. And it's going to be a very, very long time until any of my guys are capable of doing that. Like, there's just not going to be close to it. You know, I would be singing a different tune if it hadn't been for the fact that, like, Mithril armor doesn't stop these guys from dying in, like, just, like, 2 hits. Like, it's ridiculous how quickly they die. And if they die that quickly with Mithril armor, then there's nothing I can do short of, like, leveling them up big time in their skill, which takes fights. And since they don't last very long in fights, how can you ever build up a certain amount of experience to become worthy in a fight if you can't? And really, I guess I could send them after, like, squids for, like, a gazillion years. It'd be like that episode in South Park where they go off and kill, like, wild boars or something like that. They give them, like, 2 XP per kill all the way up to, like, max level, so it takes them, like, a year and a half or something that they cram down in, like, 2 or 3 months. So we did that. What do we get now? Okay, so we do get our archers. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes, okay, so we're going to do archer's gloves and wooden bows. I do want some steel clubs, but, you know, it's going to be so pointless for me because I'm just using the wooden ones. And I may even do fire arrows as well if I have the resources. I don't think I could do 60 of them, but, you know, feathers are used in other ingredients as well, or other resources, recipes, I should say, and I don't think I want to spend them here. Like, those are like a finite resource that I only have so many of right now, and it's not very common that I get a whole bunch of them. So, oh crap, where do I get this stupid wool from? I'm just gonna have to buy it, is what it comes down to. Like, I have 11 gold. Let's see how much those are worth until I figure out what animal gives those to me. I know some of you guys already know that. If you do, you know, go ahead and leave me a tip. Although by the time you see this video, I probably will have shot, you know, 3 or 4 more others. Hopefully, because I'm trying to build up a buffer zone like I did before I had all those issues, and it's gonna take me a while, but we'll get back to that. So 2 gold per. That's really, really expensive, but I need the bows. Like, I need those so desperately that I'm willing to spend the cash for it, because without those, I can't build the bow and arrows, and without the bow and arrows, my guys have no chance whatsoever ever winning any of these fights. And we have a new wave incoming, and yeah, it just needs to get done as quickly as possible. So let's come over here. And I do apologize, I'm getting massive lag for some reason tonight, and I'm gonna have to fix that, because that's clearly on my side. I don't know why it is, but it's clearly on my side. So I do apologize for that. If this guy moves, I'll put some more food down, and I'll put down some different kinds right there. There we go. Now, who's he going to attack? Like, you suck. Like, I understand that you have to get back, but I wish you would have just waited like half a minute and let me get that wool that I need. And once I get the wool, then you guys can go to work. You guys can actually, you know, sit there and blast those guys. But until I get that wool, you guys suck. And you're going to continue to suck. So, I guess the only good thing about this is he kind of shot him off in one direction, kind of lured him off. And now there's really no... Oh, come on. And you're the one with the wool. You could have turned it in. You could have turned it in. Oh, you guys, like, that's one of those things, like I said before, like, if they're right next to the base, like, when they walk by an item that's on the floor, they literally will, like, suck it up to them, like, just like right there, where they suck it up to them like some kind of magnet, you know, which is... They never explain why they have the ability to, like, suck things up from, like, 20 feet away. But yet they don't have the ability to, like, toss items. Like, tossing items is something everybody in real life can do, for the most part. But sucking items up from, like, 20 feet away or even 5 feet away is not something, like, anybody other than Superman has. And not really that anybody else really wants, because the garbage that would get, like, pulled in before the bigger items that got pulled in would just be disgusting. Like, you just get a mouthful of dirt before any of those things came in, and yet they're somehow able to do it, whether it's like some kind of little contraption that just sucks things up for them, you know. But it's not magnetic because it pulls items up. And this is me just going into, like, the lore of the video game. Like, some of you guys are like, it's a video game, and I'm like, yeah, but I like my video games to make somewhat sense in the fantasy realm that they're set. Like, if you set up parameters and say this is a lot like reality, or this is a, you know, the way things work, and then you don't follow those rules, it just ticks me off sometimes. Like, why did you set up the rules if you're not going to follow them? Like, that's just poor planning. Like, you could have just changed the storyline at the beginning and been perfectly fine and said those weren't the rules, and except for these exceptions, because you knew you were going to already, make them. So, I don't know, it just seems like very poor planning in the writing stage. And this guy came down here to sleep as well. See, like, right now, if they would just deliver some of those things, those wolves, I could do something. I got 2 of them. Okay, let's at least make 2 of these arrows, or these things, I should say. Actually, we don't really need that many. This makes 3 at a time, and so I think that's gonna be plenty. I think that's gonna be able to be all the well, not all of them, because we have 7 guys, but eventually we want all of them to have it. So yeah, we'll need a few more, but let's go ahead and make these as well real quick. The only downside is somebody still has to make them, and they, for whatever reason, do not really enjoy making wood products. Like, I have one guy, I think, that does it, and he's usually busy doing other things. Like, his priorities are not set. And this kind of, I wish that I could set the priorities to my minions or my dwarves to do certain things before others, just so that I don't know why they won't go in. Like, they won't go to bed. Why are you staying out here? Like, you're not gonna fight. You're hurt. Why don't you go to bed? Like, I literally have to go tell you to go to bed so that you will go to rest. Like, you're almost dead, and you still won't go rest. Wow, that water is really, really high. Like, I've never seen it build up to that point. Oh, one of my guys is dead. Guys, these suckers. Okay, well, you're escaping. You're a brand new guy. Like, he just popped up, and he's already escaped. I guess he doesn't... You don't have a bed, that's right. And you're escaping, too. Almost made it, though. He almost made it to deliver those goods, but I think what we're going to do is tell these guys to go to bed, all of them. Waiting. Let's go to bed for now. Let's see. And I need to get somebody to come over here. Like, I don't know how to do it, though. I guess I could put a portal right here. And there's a portal down here already, so maybe that's where he's going. Like, I just need somebody to zap over here. And the downside to that is they have to come through this portal first. And for whatever reason, them being dwarves, is they won't just go right back into it because the enemy's here and they get scared right off the bat. Like, there's no guts between a lot of them so that they can take a risk that they know they won't really get caught on. Like, if they come in and teleport right out, they can get out before they get hit. But they won't accept that. They just notice that they teleport in and there's an enemy there that's going to attack them, so they run. And so they're doing, like, this huge, like, just circle bit right here where for some reason they have to come over here to this main base or this main teleport to get to where they need to get to. And I guess if I hadn't given them all these teleports, they probably would have just walked there. But because the teleports are here, they're trying to use them to get where they need to go. At least that's my rationing behind it, because they just don't want to come over here. And I have another wave incoming in 20 seconds. So this is a hard level, guys, and little callous and stupid mistakes really cost you quite a bit. And that's basically what's going on right here. It's just I'm gonna have to lock it down. Lock it down, guys, because I can't risk them being out here. Oh, what are you doing? You're locked down. Go home. And you're gonna die. God, what is wrong with you? This is not considered part of my base because this does not have any comfort. Like, that, they should not be up here. What are they doing? Go rest. Go do something. I don't care. Now, there we go. Now you're run, but when I tell you to lock down, you won't do anything? This must be considered part of my base because they're perfectly fine standing here getting slaughtered. And I'm perfectly fine letting it happen, to be honest, because if they're going to be that stupid, then no sympathy, right? 'Cause oh my god, they tick me off so much sometimes. He falls so much quicker than I can go down. This is crazy. And yeah, I think we're just gonna have to wait it out. I know a lot of people don't really enjoy seeing that, and I don't really enjoy that having happen to me because it's kind of like admitting defeat that you just can't handle it. And unfortunately, in this situation, that is pretty much the truth. Like, we just can't handle that. And so staying away from it altogether is pretty much the only thing we can do. Now we have 3 guys, and as you can see, the hearts on them is pretty low. One guy has his mithril armor, the other one has the gold armor, so we didn't lose anything too important other than the dwarves themselves. Oh crap. Let's close that up. I don't know if we're gonna win it against these guys. This is what I didn't plan for, the little guys. Like, the big guys can't come in, but these little guys can. So these guys over here can't, none of these bigger guys, but we're getting invaded by these smaller guys, and I don't know if my guys are going to be strong enough to take these guys out, to be honest, to win it, because they're pretty low on life, and as the enemy gets closer, they're going to be impossible to sleep, and because it's just impossible for them to sleep, they're going to die. Like, that guy is about to die. This guy over here. Oh my god, this is why I need another chamber over here where they can go to sleep. But I wasted the totem up here on this thing right here, which is probably not what I should have done. I should have put it lower. Oh my god, come on, kill him already. You're not gonna win. No, they're not gonna win. Maybe. Holy crap, he might actually win this one. Keep fighting, keep fighting. Oh my god, yes. Yeah, baby. Oh my, that was amazing. I did not think he was gonna win that one at all. In fact, I thought he was gonna run away, and I think, again, like I said, that was one of the worst things when you see that happen when they run, because you're like, if you just had stayed there, you'd be able to get a few more hits in, but instead you run, and because of it, I'm left really just having you run around in circles until you die anyways. Like, you're going to get caught by the enemy eventually, and you're going to die because I'm not bringing you back in until you do the job I'm telling you to do, because I'm just that cruel. Later on in the game, I don't mind them coming in and resting because they rest so quickly, but when it takes them literally like half an hour to rest to get back up to 3 hearts, it's just quicker to kill them off. And so that's what I do, and it sounds horrible, but really, you know, it's one of the only ways you can do it on this level if you want to compete. And these ghosts right here are just itching to get in here. So it is kind of a good thing that I did that I put that here. There we go. New guy dead. Oh my god, he died so quickly. And he had no chance. I was not going to put him a portal down, because if I had, some of my other dwarves may come up here. And I don't want them coming up here, because until all these guys fry in the sunlight, and it's kind of weird that you're underground, you have sunlight down here, but you clearly do, because like you can see the ghost fry first, and then the rest of these guys do, and I just can't take them on. Like, I want the resources and I want the experience points for doing it, but we're just too weak right now. We just do not have the skill to do it, and it's just disappointing. Like, I've never had to do that on any of my other levels, but it's so slow going. You saw it, guys. As soon as the guy spawned, he was already dead, like the moment he popped up into the game. That's how hard these guys are hitting. It's crazy. Like, the other levels could do that to a certain extent, but you'd have to be pretty far along. Like, you'd have to be on, like, dwarf number 12 or something like that. If you can't handle yourself after 12 dwarves, and you're definitely doing something wrong. But I only got 6 dwarves or 7 dwarves. That's not a whole lot, to be honest, and when they just fall so easily, it's kind of heartbreaking, because it's like, how do you ever begin to get to that point where you can defend yourself if your guys just die before you're able to even do anything? Here we go, guys. There we go. And I will put a portal down so you guys can get up a little bit faster, because you all have resources on your back. Now, there is food there, but I don't really see them eating any of it. Ah, crap. These guys are still here. I should not have put a portal then. He's about to die. Come on. Okay, everybody back inside. Everybody back inside. No! Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, man. There's a bug here for some reason. They want to be right next to this stupid little thing, and that is just unacceptable. Like, they could not do that. So what I'm going to have to do is tell them to go rest, and I guess I'll have to open this up. Let's see, go rest, guys. Go rest. And hopefully, man, I want them to have the bows already, but I just can't freaking get them to make it. And that's like one of the things that's kind of holding me back, is my dwarves just won't do what I want them to do, because they keep dying so much. And again, that's part of like the difficulty, because you know, if there's some way I could cover, you know what I could actually do is I could just try covering this base you know, with blocks all the way around it to give it some protection, and then I could teleport wherever I want. But these guys will dig in. Like, they've done that on other levels where they dig through like 6, 7, 8 blocks of stone, and stone's pretty strong. And so I don't really have the resources to do that. I think at some point I guess I could do that. I just never really, you know, took to the notion of having to really seal everything off because I suck so bad I couldn't defend myself. Like, that's a new concept because that's not something I've ever had to run into on any of the other levels. Yes, finally we get somebody in here who's making us some bows, and I hope he stays here for a long time making that stuff, although it seems like it's going to take him a long time to do it anyways. This little bar, now that I'm actually looking at it, kind of reminds me of The Sims, like when he's going up in skill on like reading or cooking or something like that. It kind of looks like the same thing, and it's kind of funny. I love that game actually, and I was gonna do a let's play for it, but I couldn't get permission from the company, and it kind of sucked. But it's a really cool game for those of you who have not played it. I like SimCity better, and I like SimTower the most out of all those types of games. SimTower was awesome, and I think they have a lot of variants of it now, like Tiny Tower and stuff like that on the phone. Basically the same thing, but SimTower was the very first one, as far as I know of, back on the computer in like 1992 or 3 or something like that. And it's a pretty cool game, and it was my first real experience with a game like that. Like, I had played SimCity before, and SimCity, for those of you who'd never played like the very first one, it was very basic on graphic wise, but incredibly advanced on like everything you could do. And you could literally put more money into certain road aspects in certain areas than just like, okay, a broad spectrum of like just increase roads, you know, money by this amount of money, by this price per year, per month, like they do in like the later SimCities, to make it easier on you. Like, this one was really highly detailed, and you get little messages that pop up and stuff like that. But that was one of my first experiences into that genre. But at the same token, yeah, they're still gonna have to deliver these. That's gonna be a nightmare. He's gonna die before he gets up there. That sucks. I don't know what to do on that one. Like, I don't really care if he dies because he's not very strong. Oh no, he's delivering. Yes. Holy crap, guys. Yes. Okay, let's give these guys a good weapon. Can't believe I'm saying a bow is a good weapon, but I think for these guys, it's going to be perfect. As long as they can stay away from the enemy long enough, I think they're going to be able to do some damage. But that's going to be the key. Can they stay away from the enemy? And you know what? Let me check the bow. Damage is 20. Okay. I don't think if you have a bow, they will use a pickaxe or something along those lines. I just wanted to make sure to be perfectly safe. In fact, since there's enemies up here, I'm not going to give them any stuff. I'm just going to tell my guys to come up here and attack. I don't think they'll use the pickaxes or the axes if you have a bow equipped, because I do know that sometimes the pickaxes you're using are far more advanced and stronger than like the staff or bow you might have, especially the staff. That one takes a while to get the good one of. Shoot him from there, guy. Shoot him from there. No, what are you... No. What are you doing? Shoot him already. Where are you going? Well, what the... You don't have a range like that, so why were you going like 14 squares away? This may not work at all, after all. I figured they'd have an easier job shooting from 2 or 3 squares away than this guy seems to be having. But of course, he is brand new, so maybe he's just not very familiar with... there he goes. Come on, back up. Back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. There we go. Come on, you two. You can fight. Yes. Nah. You know what? I'm gonna have to get rid of those ladders. Of course, they put them down themselves. But oh, great! Here comes the other ones. This may be pretty difficult now because as long as there was one, they were safe. Like they could dance around that one. But now that there's another one, oh crap! Equipment. Let's go to the next guy. There we go. And you need a bow as well. So start running. Start running. There we go. Stay out of the range. Get out of there, guys. Get out of there. Oh, man, you guys are driving me nuts. At least you're doing a better job. Like, at least you're not dying in, like, 2 seconds. So, even if they do whittle you down to the point where you die, I still think it was a better technique to do this. And if they all happen to be full life at the same time, then I think this would be not like a cakewalk, but pretty close. Like, it'd be pretty easy. And I may be jinxing myself here because they're doing some pretty stupid stuff now. So we'll have to see how that goes. Come on, get away. Go sleep if you need to go sleep. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you every single time. And most of the time I don't. You know, because I feel if they're stupid enough to stay here, then they're kind of worthy of their death. Because most of the time in other levels that you get to a certain point, when they're low on life, they have no problem whatsoever using a health potion. But when they're low on life at the beginning of a game, they just don't seem to ever be able to understand that they should go to rest. And it seems kind of unfair because there clearly is a mechanism in place to let them know that they need to use a health potion, and they're very, very good at it. And they know because the health potions are not instant. You know, they take a little while for their health to start regenerating a lot more, and so they use them in time to not die, and they use them to such an effect that once you start getting the health potions, you almost never lose another dwarf, as long as it's not a huge fight and like they're dying in like half a second, and then you will lose one. But crap, where are you going? What kind of life do you have? Probably not a lot. You can attack that while you're at it. These guys are almost dead though. Oh, and so is this guy. Oh my god, he's gonna get away? I hope he does. Let's put another portal, that way you guys can get out there a little easier. Not that they really use it when they're afraid, like when they're running away with low life and stuff, they're not really concerned. Yeah, so he was already pretty low. Here comes another one. Let's see, as soon as he pops up, I'll give him another. We might be able to get a little bit more life off of these guys if he can get out of there in time. There he goes. Run! Run! Oh my god. I need to build them like a little porch or a little platform above these guys where they can kind of just sit up there. And dwarf died. Who did they kill? What did he drop? It didn't look like he dropped anything good. Okay, yeah, he wasn't that important. He didn't have like mithril armor on or something like that. So this guy killed him. Ugh. Yeah, that's the part I'm talking about right there, where they have such low health, and then you know, they get trapped over here or something like that. Come on, go home, go home, go home. Come on. Fine, I'll give you another portal because I don't want you to die. You're a mithril guy, and I lost another dwarf. Dang it. Let's see, who did I lose? I know it's the same one. What about over here? Everybody's fine. Everybody's fine. Yeah. Oh crap! Who died? This guy died. Oh, and he was the one with my mithril stuff. Dang it! And now I definitely have to stay and try to get that stuff back. And it's gonna be a nightmare because all these guys are up. And it actually seems like more of them have shown up in the last few minutes. So, and my gold armor guy died. That sucks. Okay, this may not be working out too well for us. We are killing them, and there's a few of them who are very low on life who may die here in a few seconds. But overall, I think we're losing more guys than we should be, than we really have to be. I think is the right phrase for it. At some point, these guys would have walked away. It may have taken them 20, 30, 40 minutes for it to happen, but they would have walked away eventually, or fried in the sunlight. And I don't know, this just seems like there's actually more just spawning. Like there's 4 of them now. I think there was 4 before. No, here we go. Daylight is coming. It's already here. It looks like the guys are running away. They're almost dead. Is he about to poof? I think he is. No, he's still here. Figured he was about to poof here in a second. No! Do we have any bows left? We do not have any bows, but what we can do... We only have 2 guys left. Let's take a bow off of one of them, and we'll give it to the 3rd guy, because the other ones aren't here, and this guy is. So if we want him to survive, we need to give him a weapon. And then we can go back and pick up all the weapons and stuff that we've kind of dropped on the floor. And he's almost dead here, so let's kill him off if we can. Now, I could take control over the guy. And it does seem like this guy can't aim very well because he's missing. He missed like the last 3 or 4 out of his 5 shots. So there we go. Keep missing. Hey, he's still not hitting the guy. Ah, we got a hit there. So I didn't really take that into account. I realized it said like a 70% accuracy, but it doesn't seem to be a 70% accuracy when it's running away from you. When it's running towards you, it seems like he's doing a whole lot better. But you can see it going right through him. That reminds me of the Lost Vikings. I love that character in the Lost Vikings that had the bow and arrow. And then you had the one with like the shield. That was just such a freaking great game. I love that game. because it required you to think the puzzles out, and required, you know, just experimentation to see how things worked, and you'd have to go back and like restart the level over again, you know, tons of times. Oh, these guys are back again. This is just never gonna end, guys. This is gonna be one heck of a long battle, and this is why I was trying to get to my traps, because if I could get to my traps, which is actually just one away, so let's see if we can actually do that while we're waiting for our guys to come back. Maybe some of our other guys down there on the bottom can actually do something. No, we need rope for that. I guess we can do that because I think we do have the wool for it. Maybe? Yeah, they finally did pick it up, so we can go ahead and do that. We'll make all these ropes because we need the ropes for either, you know, the bow and arrows themselves, or for the archer's gloves. And I think we want a few archer gloves because that's going to increase the archery skill, and I think that's what I'm going to be using for the bow's part for a while here. Now, we only have 2 pieces of leather, so we definitely need to get more of that. In the meantime, let's see, what else could we upgrade for that one? We could do steel clubs because I do have more iron than I do wool. And you know what? We'll make a few more bows first, just because there's a lot of them laying on the floor that we can't get to. And at later levels, I kind of want all my guys to have bows anyway. So now I'm out of wood. Dang it. You know what I could do is I could take these weapons apart because I'm not going to be using them. So what you do is you drag them down to where the button would be when they finished, and then hit the build button, and that will recycle the items into their base components. And whatever their base components are, you get a portion of that back. It's something like 70 or 80% of the base components. So if you use 4 items, you'll get 3 items back. Sometimes you only get 2 items back, and it's random which 2 items you get back. And it is completely random. It's not like they're giving you the valuable ones or taking away the valuable ones simply because they know they're valuable. No, it's just completely random, and sometimes you get the good stuff back, sometimes you get like the mithril pieces back and none of the wood, and other times you'll just get the wood. And so it's just really just, you know, crap luck on that one sometimes, where you just don't get anything good. And this guy is actually using the ladder to his great effect. That's pretty cool. I like that. Now, the only downside to just doing what I just did is we still have to wait till somebody makes that stuff, and that's going to take a long time considering none of my guys have any health. I think this is the only dwarf right here that's actually doing anything, and he's shooting at the dirt at the moment, so where are you going? Oh, man. Like, I should take this guy over, I think. Let me go ahead and select this guy. We're gonna take you over. Let's see if I can do a better job than he does. There we go. Shoot! Let's jump. Oh, yeah, you can't touch this. No. Can't touch this. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. Maybe? We're getting not as many hits as he would, but we're not dying either. Jump. Oh, yeah, you can't touch somebody who jumps. You know what? He's following me, so I am going to let him follow me while the other guy beats on him. Or you could just stop beating on him. That was not good, dude. That was not good. That was your chance to kill this guy. Jump. Oh, man, he hit me. You suck. Run. There we go. Kill him. Shoot him. One time in the head. Oh, man. This is not going good. This is not going good at all. Because I need to stop and let the other guy have a weapon, have his bow. But I can't really stop because this guy will kill me. Actually, no, he's leaving? You can't leave, punk. You got unfinished business. You get an arrow in your back. Come on, one more shot. One more. Oh, nice. Whew. Okay, so I'll release you here. You can pick stuff up going to sleep. No, you're picking stuff up, dude. Like, I don't want you to go to sleep. I want you to do something. Okay, where's the other guy? We'll take you over. Come on, kill him. Can we get him from up here? There we go. You're gonna get a couple free shots. Not many. Run! Run, Forrest! Did they pick up my mithril armor, or did it pop? Because it was right there where that hat is. And I don't see it there anymore. I'm hoping they picked it up. My gold armor never got picked up because this guy didn't feel like it. He wanted to go for a nap, and he doesn't seem to think that my orders are supreme. He will learn one day when I drop him from a great height that they do have consequences for not obeying my orders. And yeah, it's kind of reckless for these guys to say no to like their supreme being. Oh man, he almost died there. One more hit probably, and he's dead. But we are about to get another guy here in about 10 seconds. So if he can survive a little bit longer, maybe he can hold the aggro. No! No! Oh man, just in time for the new one though. Okay, so let's see how well this guy does. Yeah, see, there you go. You're picking stuff up. You know what's up. Now, and I get that gold armor though. Yes, nice. Okay, let's give you a weapon because you're such a good guy. Let's see, my gold armor's there, but my mithril armor is not. It better be down here on the floor underneath one of these guys' beds. Oh no, did we lose our... No, it's right over here. Wow. That would suck so bad if we had lost that. Okay, are you gonna kill him over here or what? Oh, what are you doing? You should all have a bow because otherwise you suck. Let's do this. So we're gonna leave the armor off of them for now, mainly for the fact that I don't want to risk losing it. And this episode has already gone way over on the time, so hopefully they can kill these guys rather quickly. Come on, one more guy. That's all you gotta do. Oh man, they just don't run fast enough. Like I need to get them some better shoes or something. I don't know if you can ever increase their run speed. I know you can increase like their climbing speed and all that other stuff, but maybe they should put a thing in there for like agility to be able to kind of like do what they're doing here, which is just to be able to jet around. Oh, there you go. You got the armor. Good. Now go and pick up everything else before another wave comes. And so I think the bows are really going to help us out, guys. I think that's the way to go. If I had known that right off the bat, that's exactly what I would have been doing. And I think on the next episode, we are finally going to get to the point where we can actually make our traps and put those things down. Because we desperately, desperately need to do that so we can get a foothold on this situation so that we don't have to waste so much time healing up and waiting until we can go out and chop more trees down because we just can't kill these guys. So if you do guys, I don't even know what I'm saying. If you guys do like these episodes, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow my channel and I greatly appreciate it. Also make sure to leave those comments down below because I love hearing back from you guys. And I will catch you guys next time.